Wow. Now the Lancashire pig farmer is dropping the investigation on Tyson Fury after these shocking allegations. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Everybody use the link in the description. Head to the Patreon or become a YouTube channel member. You don't want to miss it. Got some fun stuff in store. Also, shout out to everyone that ordered UFC 251 from the channel. I got to track it. We did great. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You know, you can still get ESPN Plus for your needs. Get it as a standalone app or bundle it ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All three apps, one price, $12.99 a month. Now, Martin Carefoot, I haven't heard this name in a little while. He has an updated article on the Daily Mail, and it's very interesting. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to have my trusted assistant, Money Penny, on the ones and twos. And we're going to go over Mr. Martin Carefoot. The link will be in the description. We'll go over the updated article from, this is the same website that actually broke the story about Tyson Gypsy King Fury and the Carefoot allegations, right? So without further ado, smash the like button and my trusted assistant, Money Penny.
Pig farmer who claimed he was offered £25,000 to lie and clear Tyson Fury over a failed drugs test has now dropped his sensational allegations. A Lancashire pig farmer who claimed he was offered £25,000 to lie about Tyson Fury's failed drugs test has now dropped his allegations. Martin Carefoot, 70, says he is no longer cooperating with an investigation into heavyweight champion Fury's positive test for anabolic steroid nandrolone in February 2015. Fury and his cousin Hughie, a fellow boxer, sparked controversy when they tested positive for nandrolone in February 2015 following a urine test. In September 2016, Fury was accused of refusing to provide another sample for further testing. Play top articles by Daily Mail. Anonymous White House officials unload on Dr. Anthony Fauci about Conitix V31820. Read more. Sponsored. Coming next. Skip ad. Both men denied doping and maintained that the presence of the banned substance was because they had taken contaminated fitness supplements or because they had regularly eaten uncastrated wild boar. Wild boar meat and offal, which includes entrails and internal organs, is thought to bring about a rise in natural levels of nandrolone in the body. Their story was supported by Mr. Carefoot, who initially confirmed that he had supplied the meat. Pig farmer Martin Carefoot, 70, says he is no longer cooperating with an investigation into heavyweight champion Fury's positive test for anabolic steroid nandrolone in February 2015. However, in March this year, the investigation into the boxers was reopened after Mr. Carefoot claimed he had been bribed to provide false statements to clear the boxers. He said at the time, "I feel fed up with the lies and deceit. The public needs to know the truth. I'm happy the public know what all this is about. I feel cheated and used." But, in a shocking U-turn, he has now withdrawn his allegations after it triggered the reopening of UK anti-doping investigation and threatened the future of Tyson Fury's long-awaited fight with Anthony Joshua next year. Mr. Carefoot told The Times, "I've had nothing but problems right from the beginning of this, and I don't want to get involved." The farmer refused to elaborate on his reasons for withdrawing his claims. During the initial investigation, Mr. Carefoot said he had regularly supplied wild boar meat to the Furys, sending it to their gym in Bolton. He provided 2 written statements confirming that he had been approached by a member of the Fury's team, who was looking to purchase large amounts of high-quality, fresh meat on a regular basis for Tyson Fury and Hughie Fury, 2 professional boxers who had very specific diets with high protein requirements. "I supplied 1 fully butchered wild boar pig to Team Fury generally every 3 to 6 weeks, Mr. Carefoot claimed in his statement. Although some customers would only want specific cuts, Team Fury were keen to utilize the whole animal, including liver, kidney and other offal. Once the animal was slaughtered/butchered, I would place the meat in plastic trays, which were clearly labeled." However, in March, the farmer said his statements had been fabricated, and not only had he not supplied meat to the Furys, but he had never kept or killed wild boar. He said he was paying back a few favors when he wrote the initial letter about supplying boar meat. However, he then found himself in difficulty when asked to provide photos of wild boar on his farm and images of uncastrated boars. He eventually confessed that the photographs he sent the lawyers were taken not at his farm but at the nearby Bolan Wild Boar Park in Chipping. He also revealed he had never received his £25,000 fee from Fury's entourage. "I have never kept a wild boar," he said. "I have never killed a wild boar. The closest I've ever got to a wild boar is when we once got some for a customer in the shop. And I actually chopped it up, and that's the closest I've ever come." Explaining why he had given false testimony, he said, "I was in too deep. They were dangling this carrot. I thought, you are going to get 25 grand for this. I thought, it's not a hanging matter. And so I went along with it." The two boxers had eventually accepted a backdated 2-year ban, which allowed them to continue their careers, a comparatively minor penalty. However, then came Mr. Carefoot's shocking claims. He has now denied withdrawing the claims after being intimidated and insisted he hadn't been paid. UKAD said it had told police about the farmer's claim to have been offered a bribe. UK anti-doping has alerted Lancashire police to this matter and is working closely with them. Due to the continuing nature of the matter, we cannot make any further comment at this time. The police investigation is still active. Lancashire police have not said whether Carefoot remains a witness.
Thank you, Moneypenny. Listen, it is now official. Good luck to Tyson Fury becoming an American star. This is too much. This is too much. So that's a lot to unpack. Let's recap. In March, there was a Lancaster farmer who says that he lied under oath. He supplied affidavits, right? Lied under oath, committed perjury to save Fury and his cousin, who both failed a drug test back in the day, 2015 roughly. He came out with these shock claims in March. We all know the claims. I made videos about it. They went viral. Check them on the channel. Now Tyson Fury has had Glovegate 1, the Carefoot right after. During Glovegate 1, Carefoot came out with these allegations of perjury, and you know, he says everybody, as you guys heard, everybody got to know the truth. This is what happened. Then all of a sudden, we heard nothing from Carefoot. It's just like he vanished. People were saying, oh, you know, something bad might have happened, or maybe he got payola, maybe he got paid off. You know, he got that peyote. So no one knew anything. Fast forward to the future. Now he's withdrawn his claims and he will not cite why. And you look at these it says UKAD has said it had told police about the farmer's claim to have been offered a bribe. UKAD has alerted Lancashire police to this matter and is working closely with them. Due to the continuing nature of the matter, we cannot make any further comment. The police investigation is still active. So I don't know. You know, I'm not really, I don't live in the UK, so I don't know what their due diligence is like and stuff like that. But they're saying the investigation is still active, but he's no longer cooperating because he said it's been a headache ever since he got involved. Lancashire police have not said whether Carefoot remains a witness. This is just bad, bro. How many things does Tyson Fury need? And the funny thing is, old media is going to spin this and make it look like Tyson Fury is innocent or cleared of any wrongdoing. But if you actually listen to Moneypenny as she was reading it, or go back and read the article, he never said, hey, surprise, you know, I really did supply the meat. I had the boar and I was just trying to get paid. He said specifically he's dropping out because this has just been a headache, basically. Let me get to his claim. Martin, Mr. Carefoot told the Times, I've had nothing but problems right from the beginning of this, and I don't want to get involved. So I don't know if somebody threatened him. We know the characters that Tyson Fury is involved with, but it sounds like the witness is, you know, getting cold feet. But he's not saying anything about, hey, the second part, these allegations from March were a lie. This is just too much. So good luck to Tyson Fury. It definitely looks seedy. It looks checkered. It looks shady that this guy comes out with these claims, right? the Lancashire pig farmer who could knock out Tyson Fury, right? He came out these claims and then he just disappears, and then now he's not cooperating. So what happened in between March where he told the Daily Mail this story of perjury and lying under oath, and he still has not said that that story is false? He's just telling you, I choose not to get involved. Like, this is all, too much for me to be bothered with. That's all he's saying. But old media will try to use this as if Tyson Fury has somehow been exonerated. Tyson Fury failed Nandrolone along with his cousin Fury. The fact that this man disappeared for a minute and then just randomly came back and now is not cooperating with something he came back, that means to me, he's already said in the last article that he was hearing weird noises and people were driving by and showing up to his house. So it looks like some type of scare tactic has been done, and he's a 70-year-old man and farmer. He just don't want to be involved with it. He said at the time, I was fed. So in March, he's saying, I feel fed up with the lies and deceit. The public needs to know the truth. But now, whatever has transpired in those matter of months, from really when the pandemic first started to right now in the pandemic, right? Now all of a sudden, he don't want to work with the police or UCAD. I mean, if this don't look fishy, I don't know. And I made a video about it. So a lot of those articles were around March, first week of March, second week of March. I think that the first Daily Mail one was about March 14th. And he's in Lancaster. Right after that, Tyson Fury went back home where he's from, and he had this cryptic message that we made a video. Let me see if I can find the picture. Let me see if I can find it. He posts a lot, so here it is. He posted this. Look. So, just so you guys know, when this story first broke, just beware. Like, look, there it is right there. It says, the Lancashire pig farmer who could knock out Tyson Fury. This is when he came out with the story about these allegations of perjury, and I never sold him and his cousin or his team the meat. March 14th. Let's do some detective work, because I've already made this video. March 15th, as you guys can see, March 15th, after fighting Wilder in February, Tyson Fury, where is he at? Lancaster, Lancashire. The very next day, he's back at home with this cryptic message. We was doing a half marathon today, but got canceled for obvious reasons. But we're going to do half a marathon at home, Batman and Robin. And then he tagged all these people, WBC, MTK Global, who was co-founded by Daniel Kinahan, who they say is on the run. Frank Warren. And it says out of nowhere, like, it just looked like a harmless picture. He said we were going to run some race, but it got canceled. Out of nowhere, it says, don't fear, we coming, ... That looked like almost like a threat or some kind of cryptic note or message. What was this about? So to be honest, don't fear, we coming. That looked crazy. That the day after this hit the net with this Lancashire pig farmer, Tyson Fury is back home in Lancaster, Lancashire, where the pig farmer is, Lancashire pig farmer. March 14th, Tyson Fury's mysteriously back home, right? March 15th. And then now this guy won't cooperate. I mean, good luck to Tyson Fury. He still has an answer for Glovegate. This is crazy. So we'll see how it all plays out. But now they're saying the pig farmer is not, he come out with these allegations, and now all of a sudden he's saying that he doesn't want to work with anybody. He dropped his sensational allegations. Listen, I don't know what's going on in the UK, but I don't trust all this weird behavior. It kind of puts me in the mindset of Dillian White. When Dillian White, he failed a drug test. They had a secret. I don't know what the UK is doing in boxing right now. Dillian White, when he was fighting Oscar Rivas, He failed a drug test. They kept it from the public, the media, the news channels. They kept it from the other opposing side, Oscar Rivas, Team Rivas. Nobody knew. There was a problem with Dillian White's gloves as well, where the selected at the glove selection meeting, the 1 and 2 gloves were not chosen. Dillian White wraps up, gloves up, night of the fight, a third different pair of gloves that nobody from Team Rivas had approved or seen or mutually agreed on. And then later, Thomas Hauser does this report, and we find out that Dillian White failed a drug test for anabolics. He's also failed a drug test, and he blamed a supplement earlier in his career, right? And then all of a sudden, we don't hear anything about the drug test. The WBC is supposed to be looking in it and looking into it or whatever, and we don't hear nothing from it. And Eddie Hearn, while we don't know what's happening with Dillian White, right? He puts him on the Joshua Ruiz 2 card, and literally the night before the fight, UCAD comes out and says, hey, we're clearing him. It was contamination. This stuff just looks too, I don't know what the UK boxing is doing right now. This stuff just looks too crazy. It looks, you have to understand, I had a school teacher that once told me perception is reality. And I didn't fully understand. I'm like, no, it's perception. No, truth is the truth. And perception doesn't have to be the reality. But now as I get older, you know what I'm saying? And as a mature man, I see what she was talking about. Perception is reality. The perception of this looks awful. Tyson Fury in the middle of Glovegate. All of a sudden, we haven't heard from this. First of all, no, when Glovegate 1 came out, this farmer that you see on the screen came out, and he has the craziest tale. And he said people were showing up at his farm, and, it sounded like he on some witness protection. Like, they were like threatening someone who's about to testify or something crazy. And then he disappears. And we've talked about this on my streams. I know you guys tune in. I said, where's Martin Carefoot? I literally just said this on a stream last week. I said, we were talking about Tyson Fury Glovegate 2.0. And I said, where's Martin Carefoot in this all? Like, he just vanished. And then people were leaving comments. I'm not going to repeat them, but people just go back and watch that stream. And then a couple days later, now we hear from Martin Carefoot, and he's being unresponsive and uncooperative. I mean, this is crazy. So good luck to ESPN and Tyson Fury, and making Tyson Fury, you can put him on all the UFC games and everything you want to do, but good luck making him a star. He has so much stuff going on right now. It's not funny. Glovegate 2.0 is still, we have questions about that. This whole farmer stuff, again, old media is going to look at this as a victory, as if Carefoot is proving that he lied. He didn't say anything about, hey, what I told you in March isn't the truth. He says, guess what? I'm not dealing with this right now. And the UK keeps doing this weird stuff where Dillian White fails. Nobody knew he failed a drug test, including the opponent and his team. They had secret hearings and secret meetings, and Dillian White's on the sideline. We're waiting months, not hearing anything. And then randomly, Dillian White is cleared. Randomly, this guy is not cooperating anymore. Days after new media said, hey, where's Martin Carefoot even at? Right. And he's not saying that he's lying or, I was just trying to get money. He's not saying that what he told us wasn't the truth. He's merely saying that, guess what? I don't feel like dealing with this. And, to each his own. So they said something at the bottom about a police investigation. We'll see. We'll see what else happens. But yeah, I can't really at this point. I can't trust nothing Tyson Fury's doing. Look, the farmer refused to elaborate on his reasons for withdrawing the claims. Y'all see that? Like, so he's not saying I'm dropping the case or, I was lying, or it's not like Tyson Fury came out and, show receipts that this guy was lying, and then the guy felt dumb because his lie got exposed. None of this happened. He's just all of a sudden came out with these crazy claims and now doesn't want to talk anymore. Martin Carefoot told the Times, I've had nothing but problems right from the beginning of this, and I don't want to get involved. So, I don't know what the police will do, but, it's getting to the point where they might have to get feds in like the Fed equivalent in boxing, because at the smaller level, it's just looking too suspect. It's looking too crazy. So it might have to go up the chain of command. Like, this type of stuff looks too crazy. Like, what's really going on? Drop that in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Martin Carefoot emerges, but now he's uncooperative. He hasn't said he was lying. So I'm wondering what happened in those past few months. Let me know what you guys think. But this definitely looks suspicious, especially with Tyson Fury talking about we coming and being in the same place and being from the same place. You look at Tyson Fury, some of the people he surrounds himself with, you know, who knows what this farmer is going through by getting involved and coming out with those shock claims. And, you know, he probably doesn't want to deal with it. So it's mighty coincidental that Glovegate 2.0 is coming off. And this is supposed to be wiped away because the farmer doesn't want to cooperate. Did he get paid off? Is it a scare tactic? Did he get threatened? Did he get paid some of the money? You know, what happened in those last few months? You know, this just looks too suspect. So I'm done. Drop your thoughts and what happened in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.